Come to our house now. Why are you not replying? Hey, don't tell me you are still sleeping. Most regular housewives are already up and working by this time. Are you being lazy because you're pregnant? You can't just slack off, you fat lady. Mom, why is it so early in the morning? And don't call me like that. What's wrong with calling a fat lady a fat lady? It's true, isn't it? I'm pregnant. You have no right to call me by such a malicious name. Besides, you can't just ask me to go to your house this early in the morning. You shouldn't have said that, even if I were not pregnant. I hate it when people exaggerate about morning sickness and hospitalization. If your mother-in-law asks you to come, it's common sense to rush over right away. You're always so stingy with my words. You're so cocky. Your demands are too harsh every time. Pregnancy is not a disease. When I was pregnant, I worked a lot more. I've heard it so many times that it's become a broken record. Don't talk back to me, just come quickly. My relatives are coming by lunchtime. What? It's been a while since we've gotten together and it's going to be a big party. I want 30 dishes. Come here and stand in the kitchen as soon as possible. It's only natural as a wife. Wait a minute. 15 kids are coming today too. Your job is to cook in the morning and take care of the kids from noon. If you don't take care of them, I'll ask my son to divorce you. What are you talking about? It's a good practice for you too, isn't it? Oh, the beach is nearby, so going for a swim is a good idea, right? Listen to me. My husband told you a week ago that I can't come to today's gathering. Yes, Austin told me. But he left on a business trip. Then why? I will tell you again, Mom, I'm pregnant. I have to be really careful these days. My body and my baby come first, so I can't attend the gatherings with relatives. What do you mean? Where can you find a wife who doesn't value her relatives? I will tell you again that pregnancy is not a disease. Is there any kind of gathering where a wife doesn't provide hospitality? That's just silly. I almost went into labor early and almost had a miscarriage. You know that, right? So? What? I'm going to say it one more time. Pregnancy is not a disease. If you're not sick, then come to the gathering and do your part as a wife. Now you, recite it back to me. Pregnancy is not a disease. Mom, Austin told me you understood my situation. Of course I was acting. Once Austin goes on his business trip, I can do anything I want. It's been like that for a while, hasn't it? In front of Austin, you're so kind. Why are you acting? Do you really want to mistreat your daughter-in-law to the point of deceiving your son? Well, I have to show him how nice I am. I don't care what you think of me. If I tell Austin, it'll be the end. You don't have that kind of guts, coward. But you're so good at fooling men, aren't you? Jesus Christ, I can't believe you are Austin's wife. What do you mean? Getting pregnant just to manipulate things cleverly, isn't it? I wonder what kind of technique you used. Where did you learn it? Oh my God, you are disgusting, LOL. Please stop it. That kind of statement is also making fun of Austin. We are in love with each other. Statements that belittle both me and Austin with baseless assumptions. I really won't forgive you. You can say anything you want. Don't get all upset just because it's true, LOL. That's terrible. I've made efforts to have a good relationship with you until now, but I've reached my limit. I'll talk with Austin. Go ahead. Are you sure? I will tell everything you did to me. He won't believe you. I'm his mother. I know Austin will listen to me. Then you should try it, but be prepared. I will not divorce him. I'll make sure of it. One more thing. Did you forget it was my husband who financed your family's factory? That's not changing any interest is being excessively kind, you know. Dad said it would be interest-free and for an indefinite period. I'll tell my husband that your parents managed to get money strategically through emotional tactics. Even if Austin is on your side, it doesn't matter. My husband is the only one on my side. You don't want to destroy your family's factory, do you? If that happened, your parents would be out of a job and I would feel sorry for them. Please don't do that. That's terrible. Then what is the smart thing to do? What should we do so that no one gets hurt? Fine, I will go to your house. You should have said so from the beginning. Then I will take a little walk to the beach. You should get everything ready before the relatives arrive. Okay? You have to make 30 dishes and clean the house. Don't leave a single speck of dust. I won't forgive you if it's dirty. I'm Victoria, a 30-year-old woman in the last trimester of pregnancy. As you can see, my relationship with my mother-in-law is the worst. We got married because of an unplanned pregnancy, so my mother-in-law seems to think that Austin has no choice but to marry me. But Austin and I are in love with each other. I am also the mother of my baby. I thought I should be able to understand my mother-in-law, the mother who raised my beloved husband. Up until today, I've been attempting to establish a positive relationship with her. Even if she doesn't accept me now, I always hope we can be a happy family someday. With this thought, I put up with my mother-in-law who was hard on me. But after this, I realized how naive I was. My mother-in-law was an insane person, far beyond my imagination. Mom, where are you? I'm already waiting for you on the beach. What is it? Can you not bother me? As soon as we got to the beach, you just disappeared. I'm in trouble here. There are 15 kids full of energy running around. Oh, really? So what? You brought all the kids to the beach. It's such a hot day. I was against it. It's perfect weather to swim, you know. The kids wanted to go too. 3 more adults are coming, right? I'm still stopping them from going into the ocean. When are they coming? They're not coming. Huh? I said leave it to me to take care of them, LOL. Now everybody thinks I am a cool auntie. What are you thinking? What if something happens? That's why you're there. What? I have some errands to run, so make sure you take good care of these kids while I'm gone. If the kids are too noisy, let them swim in the ocean. It's easy, isn't it? They're not babies. They'll play on their own. Don't let them out of your sight. Do you want me to let 15 kids go swimming? I'm pregnant and in the last month of my pregnancy. Just so you know, pretend that I was the one taking care of them. When we return home, make sure you tell everyone how good I was with the kids. I don't care about that. It'll be too late to do something once something happens. There are 15 kids. It's impossible to let them play as they want in the ocean and keep an eye on all of them. It's impossible to keep an eye on 15 kids even when I was nearby. Oh my God, you can't even babysit properly. You're joking if you think you're going to give birth under such circumstances. Maybe you're not ready to be a mother. Poor Austin. That's not the point. Just do whatever I said. I don't want you to hurt the kid and have it be my fault. If things go well, it'll be my credit. But if something goes wrong, you'll have to take responsibility. I can't do it alone. I can't even move. And it's so hot. And I'm dizzy. Oh, that's right. Then you don't have to take care of them. What? I hope one of the kids gets in trouble because of you. What? It will be your responsibility. Victoria, I said you couldn't take care of them all by yourself, and I told you not to. That's the plot. Austin will get a divorce now, too. Don't bring the kids into this just to harass me. Huh? Why are you so mad now? How could you say something like that, even as a joke? Unbelievable. Oh, I'm serious. You are a mother too, right? You've raised Austin. How can you say such a terrible thing? You're taking care of someone else's child, and you're just going to let it happen? It's too much, isn't it? I'm saying this because it's someone else's child. Austin was a smart boy, but kids these days are so sassy. They make a lot of noise and are very noisy. They are also honest and cute. Whatever. Oh, I saw a handsome guy. What a nice chest. What on earth are you doing? Checking on hotties. Heart. Seriously, Mom, it's so hot. My stomach hurts. Is it labor pains? There's no point lying about labor pains. You just ate too much anyway. No way, something's wrong. You're overreacting. Well, good luck. Hey, where are you? Where are the kids? Are you reading this? Don't ignore me. Mom, Victoria's gone. What? Stop pretending to be Austin. And pretending to be dead? What you're doing is so childish. It's hilarious. Have you also been influenced by those kids and turned into a kid yourself? LOL. So hilarious. It's really me, Austin. Austin is on a business trip, right? Stop lying. I got off earlier than I was supposed to, so I came back. When I got home, Victoria was not home, and I got a call from the hospital. What? Don't tell me it's really Austin. That's what I've been saying all along. Anyway, explain what's going on. I told you, Victoria was in her last month of pregnancy, and you wouldn't let her go to the gathering. Why is Victoria being made to babysit a relative's kid in the hot sun and alone? That's not true. I didn't know she was in the last month of pregnancy. Victoria said she was in a stable period, so she was fine. And she was sitting all day. I didn't make her do anything. Then, when I said I was going to the beach with them, she wanted to come with us and wouldn't listen to me. And before I knew it, she was gone. I see. She went to the hospital, huh? So? It's such a sad accident to lose her. I can't believe it. But Austin, this is your chance. You're not forced to get married just because you're having a baby. You've been played for a fool. You'll find a better woman. And if you're going for it, go for a rich woman. Austin, you didn't want to be with that filthy poor woman, did you? I'm your mother. I know everything about you, my son. You really are the worst kind of scum. What? What kind of mother are you? When I think that half of your blood runs in me, it makes me want to vomit. What? How dare you? You are not Austin, are you? He never said such a thing to me. He loves his mother. Please don't irritate me any further. I can't control my anger to you. You don't know anything. You don't even look at me. You only care about yourself. Oh, come on. What are you sulking about? You've always been vain and selfish, and I'm sick and tired of it. When I started working and you treated me like an ATM, I didn't dare say anything. You misunderstood me. I didn't mean it. I don't think of you as an ATM. I love you so much, my son. Oh, please. As long as I sent money, you didn't say anything, so I let my guard down. I had no idea Victoria was being treated like this. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop pretending you don't know. Victoria endured without saying anything to avoid worrying me. When I asked her if she had done something to you, she just laughed and said she was fine. I feel ashamed as a husband. I have no idea what you mean. Don't get me wrong. That's just part of her act, no doubt. You were deceived by that woman. She must have manipulated you, right? But come to your senses. Trust your mother. You're the one acting. I saw your messages. You knew she was in the last month of pregnancy and you treated her badly. You've been lying to me all along. I don't know. There's no proof, right? Yeah, all the messages were deleted. Then you have no proof. You can say what you want, but at the end of the day, it's just a fantasy. You can't rely on the drunken relatives and kids, right? LOL. Actually, Victoria took all the screenshots. What? That's a fake. Yeah, of course it is. And the kids said you were acting weird. What do you know about kids? Don't be ridiculous. Kids are sensitive. You're just going to take the kids' word for it? You can't prove anything about it. Apparently that wife of yours had a lot of tricks up her sleeve to set me up. I'm the right one. Don't jump to conclusions and accuse me of bullying your wife without any evidence. How about a video? What? The kid with the phone took a video. You in the kitchen bossing Victoria around. No way. Outwardly, you put on a good face for the relatives, but behind the scenes, you've been mercilessly bullying my pregnant wife. What's the fun in that? You've got to be kidding me. The girl taking the video said you scared her too. I heard you shouting with a voice that echoed throughout the house. But even if we had proof now, if Victoria herself isn't here, there's nothing we can do even if we have proof. What's this about me bullying your wife? Is she going to sue me from the afterlife? Even though those kids made the effort to record videos and provide proof, it's a pity it turned out to be in vain. LOL. When Victoria collapsed, the kids immediately called the adults. They were able to get an ambulance right away. They've been by Victoria's bedside, worrying and crying all along since she collapsed, and they're still there now. What? What do you mean? Victoria's alive. What? You said she's gone. That's a lie. I wanted to see your reaction. As soon as you thought Victoria had passed away, you suggested I should remarry a rich woman. So you confessed that you are just a gold digger. That's terrible. How dare you lie to your mother? What kind of mother are you? My family is Victoria and my baby. I won't forgive anyone who hurts them. I'm cutting ties with you right now. Just the thought of being related to you by blood makes my gut boil. You will take responsibility for hurting my family. Wait, that was just a misunderstanding. I was just teaching her a few things. Oh, please. Don't ever show your face to me again. No way. What are you going to do with my money? I don't care. And I'll file a police report on you this time. What? Get yourself arrested right now and pay for your crimes. Why? What are you going to do with the police report? Even if you report this family argument, the police probably won't intervene, right? Let's just calm down, okay? Family argument? You're not in my family. Victoria, our child, and the 15 other relatives' children were all in a life-threatening situation. You know that? But if they're alive after all, then it's all fine. You can't arrest me because they are all alive. It's a crime of child endangerment and abandonment of guardianship, don't you know? Both the pregnant woman and the children are supposed to be under protection, yet you left them all alone under the scorching sun at the beach. That's a crime. Stop overreacting. Threats are a crime too, by the way. But what? Victoria's parents owe me money, so it should be all good now after this. It was my dad who financed Victoria's family. That money will be paid back soon. You can't make it as if it didn't happen. His money is my money. I have to take an interest too. You have no right to tell me what to do with the money my father earned. You're no longer his wife, so you're even more irrelevant. What? Dad says he's getting a divorce. What are you talking about? Is he divorcing me? That's impossible. My husband is the only one who will stand by me to the end. I can't believe he's divorcing and abandoning me. Why? He doesn't love you anymore, I guess. At your age, you're giving money to a bunch of men. What? Tony, the male stripper, Nick, the bartender, David, the owner of the beachfront restaurant. Today, too, you left Victoria and the kids behind and made out with that owner. Am I wrong? How? How do you know? You've been spending a lot of money lately, so my dad hired a PI. He said he's going to charge you compensation, too. No way. I can't help it. I can't help sweating on his dark skin and ripped abs. You are disgusting. It's like a brief firework in the playful summer. Why don't you wait until you're single? In any case, it's just too cringe to see an old hag like this. What kind of torture is this, to be shown such a side by someone who is at least connected by blood? Give me a break. No way. What am I supposed to do? Get a divorce at my age? I guess I will move into my relative's house. Oh, the whole family is going to cut ties too. But first, you will get arrested. If you stay in the shabby house, you'll have to worry about your life. Wouldn't it be better to stay in a cage? You don't have to worry about food, clothing, shelter. I don't want to do that. Wait, I'll apologize to Victoria. No need. Please, one word of apology and she'll forgive me. I'm going to throw up. I'm sure the situation will change. I'll protect Victoria this time, and you should never get involved with our family again. I'm blocking you now. Don't do it. Hey, please forgive me. Hi, this is Victoria. I was rushed to the emergency room due to heat stroke, but thanks to the kids, me and my baby were survived. Thanks to the fact that kids nowadays are very familiar with phones, I was able to secure evidence of bullying and they called an ambulance. It's really chilling to think about what would have happened if it had been a few years ago. I asked Austin how it happened after I woke up, and to be honest, I was quite convinced. I don't feel sorry for her at all. Austin filed a police report as he said, and she was arrested at the end. I have also filed a civil claim for damages. My father-in-law also filed for divorce, as he said, and demanded compensation. There was no division of property either. Even all their relatives cut off ties with her, and she lost everything. I heard that she said to the owner of the beachfront restaurant, "Marry me when you get out of prison." A marriage proposal from someone in prison? LOL. As for me, I gave birth to a healthy baby boy, and I am now struggling to raise him together with Austin for the first time. When we have our next family gathering, I am looking forward to seeing my baby boy with my 15 kids. I can't wait.
Hey, Grace. It was nice seeing you earlier. Sorry for just dropping by out of the blue. I was out and about and felt like visiting. Oh, hey, Willow. No worries. I happen to be home. But in the future, it'd be nice if you could let me know in advance. Got it. By the way, I caught a glimpse of the room in the back when I borrowed the restroom. Was the door opened? That pure white dress there. A wedding dress by any chance? Oh, yeah, it is. What? Really? For who? I'm in the middle of making it for someone. Oh, I see. By the way, you often dress quite nicely when you go out. Your schedule varies, so it doesn't seem like you're going to the office. You're observant. I mean, we live in the same apartment complex. Didn't you mention you've been working from home before? Could it be that you have a boyfriend? No way, that's not it. I occasionally go out to deliver finished products or meet clients in person for discussions. I have to dress appropriately for that, you know. It's nothing like what you suspect. Oh, I see. But seriously, single mothers seem always so busy, don't they? Huh? You changed the topic all of a sudden. I'm just curious. Indeed, single parenting does seem quite challenging. They have to fulfill the role of the dad and mom on their own. And with kids to take care of, it's not easy to work as they'd like. Some people are like that, it seems. Oh, sorry, but I should be heading out soon. I've got to go out for a work appointment. Not to meet a boyfriend, isn't it? I'll keep quiet, so have fun. I'm telling you, there's really nothing like that. Anyway, I really have to go now. Okay, see you later. Hey, Grace! What on earth is going on? Explain it! Willow? You sound upset. Is something wrong? Oh, please. You went to the wedding venue with John, didn't you? Oh, yeah. I was there for work, and we happened to bump into each other at the entrance. Liar! What the? I'm more suited for him. Just because he lives nearby doesn't mean you can go for him like nobody's business, okay? He's mine. A woman like you is not worthy of him. Are you okay? I thought there wouldn't be anyone interested in him because he's a divorce with baggage. But I guess I was naive. You better back down. Listen, I told you. We just happened to be there at the same time because of my job. There's nothing going on between us like you think. And he's planning to get married soon. Married? Yeah, he has a wedding coming up. That's why there is a wedding dress at your place. No, that has nothing to do with this. Trying to cover it up won't work. You talked about making it for someone else, but it's actually for yourself. No, really, you're wrong. I was commissioned to create it for someone else. I won't believe anything you say anymore. Anyway, I object to your marriage to John. He's supposed to marry me. No other woman is allowed to touch him. I don't know why you're telling me this. I'm not the one he's marrying. Besides, who he marries is his decision, right? Shut up! Poor people like you shouldn't talk down to others. Poor? A family where the mother has to work to make ends meet is poor. You're working to keep afloat, right? No, I've been doing this job since I was single because I enjoy it. My husband understands, so I continue. Husband? You have some nerve to tell such a lie. Willow? Seriously, what's wrong with you? I feel like there's a few misunderstanding here. Maybe we should calm down and talk this through? If we keep going like this, nothing will change result. What's the misunderstanding? I absolutely won't let you have a wedding. Hold on. Let's first try to clear up the parts where our conversation isn't aligning, okay? The reason it's not aligning is because you're lying. No matter how you try to cover it up, it's useless. I won't ever let John go. Oh God. Willow, what in the world have you done? First, you burst into my place, and then you start tearing up the wedding dress. You got what you deserved. This is your punishment for trying to steal my John. What? A punishment? I tore your wedding dress to shreds. Your wedding is cancelled now. I'm the one marrying him. I've told you that dress isn't mine. It was something I was commissioned to make. You're lying. A poor single mother like you is undeserving of him. Single mother? That's right. Even if John is a single father, I don't want you to think you guys are the same. A poor single mother like you can't possibly be a match for a business owner like him. You should know your place. I'm not a single mother. Yeah, right. I have a husband. What are you talking about? I've never seen a man coming out of your place. Of course, you haven't seen him. He had to take a job assignment out of town before we moved here. Huh? He's coming back next spring. But what? You're married, but you still try to marry John? Unbelievable! You even prepared a dress for it. Tearing it up was the right things to do. Canceling your disgusting infidelity wedding was the right choice. You're so wrong. How am I wrong? He's marrying someone else. Huh? His fiancée is his secretary. Then why were you guys at the wedding venue together? I went there for a business meeting. A meeting? I work as a dressmaker specializing in wedding dresses. I was asked by a client to attend a meeting with a wedding planner today. So when I went there, I ran into John, who was there for a side visit, right at the entrance. But there was no other woman with him. His fiancée had an urgent matter, so he came by himself before her. So the dress I tore to pieces. Yeah, that was your sister's wedding dress. What? My sister? Wait, you mean she's marrying John? I mean, how do you guys know each other in the first place? You do know that we went to the same high school, right? She used that connection and asked me to make a dress for her. No way. Really? So, I need to contact her now. Speak later. Grace! Hey! Answer me! What? My husband just told me we're getting a divorce. It's your fault. You better take responsibility for this. It's because you said unnecessary things. Unnecessary things? You told my sister about John, didn't you? That's how he got wind of it. Well, if I were going to mention the wedding dress, that was a topic I couldn't skip. But Willow. What? What's up with you being so obsessed with another man when you're married? You were quick to accuse me of having an affair and being filthy. But who's really the filthy one here? I heard that you were flirting with John. But you actually didn't have any contact with him beyond being neighbors, right? Yet, you got so worked up just because I was with him, barged into my house, and tore up a wedding dress. Your actions are incomprehensible, and I can't make sense of it. Moreover, claiming you're the one marrying him. Your husband wanting a divorce is no surprise at all. When I asked about the dress, it was your fault for not telling me it belonged to my sister. It's confidential customer information, Even if you're her older sister, I can't disclose it without her permission. Besides, regardless of whose dress it was, destroying someone else's property like that is way out of line. And you know what? When you found it in my place, you didn't just happen to see it because the door was open, did you? You broke the padlock and entered the room, right? What? Why? There's a security camera. What? No way. Where is it? I checked around, You were indeed looking around suspiciously, and that's all captured perfectly. Are you by any chance a repeat offender with this kind of thing? Breaking a lock without making a noise. That's pretty scary. Why did you do that? Because I was wondering if you were hiding something. Given that you went to the trouble of adding a padlock, I've been curious about it for a while. It's just a workspace. Hey, what are you going to do about your sister's wedding dress? The wedding is this weekend. The dress you tore up is clearly beyond repair. She must be pretty upset, huh? That's something you can handle again. There are only 4 days left. It's impossible. Oh no. But isn't 4 days enough to manage somehow? I know how to use a sewing machine. I can help too. Please don't joke around. Do you have any idea how long it takes to make a wedding dress? Anyway, make sure to talk to your sister. What she wants is the most important. Okay. See ya. I immediately apologized to the sister for the trouble before delivery. She insisted, rather, my sister caused trouble for you. I'd like to pay for it. In the end, I decided to accept her offer. She ended up renting the dress after all. Nevertheless, I heard she had a beautiful wedding. Several months later, I received another dress commission from her, and I delivered it without any issues this time. The dress will be used for an overseas wedding, aiming to replace the better memories from before. The total cost incurred up to this point is approximately $30,000. It's all covered by Willow. She's now going through a custody battle and is desperately working part-time to make installment payments for the expenses.
Hey, fatty. How are you doing today? Weighing in at over 202 pounds? What's with that greeting? You haven't contacted me in a while. What do you want? What's wrong with calling a fatty a fatty? It's true, I used to be a little chubby. I haven't seen you in years, so how do you know? It's not easy to change the personality of a fatty, you know. Of course, the girl who used to be fat is still fat. I'm at work. Just tell me what you need. At work? Oh, you're so stupid that you can't get the job done within a working hour, huh? Fat and stupid, you're hopeless, and you're ugly on top of it all. I'm just doing my job because I like it. Well, you're not gonna get married, so you're just gonna have to work. You're single yourself. Too bad. I'm getting married. I see. Congratulations. We just met the other day. Well, I'm not introducing you. If we had a fat girl like you, people would think we live in a pizza parlor. And you're an embarrassment to me. You don't think of me as a family. I don't care. Oh, so you know exactly what I mean. You are aware of that. You tell me every time I see you. That's why I left like you wanted. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I feel sorry for you, so I'll at least invite you to the wedding. I'm not going. You're my sister after all. If I don't invite you, everybody would think I'm crazy. I don't have a choice. Try to keep as low a profile as you can. I'll put you at the end of the table. You're fat and you take up a lot of space. Don't walk too fast and annoy everyone around you. I don't want to go. Is it because you're fat and you don't have any clothes? But you don't have a choice. I'm the president of this company. I hear you're on the verge of going under. It's like you wasted the money you got from our parents to start the company. How do you know that? Well, we are in the same business. I've researched our competitors in the same industry. I don't want to end up like your company. Same industry? I'm sure yours is a shitty place. You're a high school graduate. If you don't need me anymore, I'd like to go back to work. Do you know who I'm going to marry? I don't know, and I'm not interested. You'll be surprised when you hear it. She's the daughter of the president of Acme Corporation. Our company's joining the Acme Group after we get married. What? Really? Acme Corporation, the top company in the industry? That's a big company that even an idiot like you knows about, right? She's his only daughter. Of course I know that. You're going to marry the daughter of the president of Acme Corporation? That's a very strange story. Don't be jealous. You'll never have anything to do with this company if you're a high school graduate. You're probably just a temp at a small company, right? I started out as a contract worker, but they recognize my hard work and I'm a full-time employee now. Wow, I didn't know there was a company that would hire you. The president of that company must be an idiot. You never change, no matter how old you get. I mean, why would a company as big as Acme want to deal with a company on the verge of collapse? It seems the president was worried about not having a successor. Then his precious only daughter brought me, who had experience in the same industry. I hear they are overjoyed. Then why does he need your company? I'm a subcontractor for Acme now. As long as I get the work, we can avoid bankruptcy. Well, I got my fiancé to do this for me. The boss has a soft spot for his daughter. So, for the time being, we are gonna be a subsidiary and ask for financial support. Wow, you got them to go along with that pretty well, didn't you? Or maybe the boss is just not a good judge of character. Don't get smart. Well, you said earlier that we are in the same industry, didn't you? I'm gonna put pressure on you, and I'm gonna destroy the company you work for. You're gonna be unemployed. I can easily find out what company you work for. If you don't want to lose your job, you listen to me. This really sucks. I'm finally free after leaving home. Why should I listen to you? Because you're fat, ugly, and stupid, and you don't even know your own status, and you're talking to me like a smartass. If you want, I can hire you at my company as a part-timer. When you say your company, has it already gotten to that point? I told you before, didn't I? So far, my company is just a subsidiary, and I'm supposed to get support from them. But since she's the only daughter, Acme Corporation is mine in the end. That's a given. Can't you get that through your stupid head? You're the one who's stupid. You're just trying to take over. I'm not taking over. It's just that the son-in-law is going to take over. You're gonna spend the rest of your life working for a shitty company, scared that we're gonna take you down. The wedding date is set. You have to attend. I'm not going, okay? We are not family, right? I don't consider you family either. You sent me an invitation, but I'm declining. Told you you've got no right to decline. I sent the invitation as a formality, but no matter what your response is, you have to attend. You're right, you're not family. You're like a dog wagging your tail. I heard it's normal nowadays to have pets in the ceremony too. Well, just think as you like. I don't want to have anything to do with you ever again. I'm busy at work, so don't bother me. Working late again, huh? No matter how hard you try, you'll never beat us. Don't worry about that. I've already submitted my resignation. I'm changing jobs because you're annoying me. I'm busy making handover documents and stuff, so can you please just leave me alone? You understand your position now, don't you? But it's too bad. I was looking forward to destroying your company. That's what I thought you'd say. I don't want you to push me around anymore. I've decided to make my own move before anything happens. Don't be a sore loser. You're crying now, aren't you? Are you frustrated? It's really funny. You're a loser for life. You never change, do you? Ever since we were kids, you loved to make me cry. Mom and Dad never stuck up for me at all. That's because you're fat and brainless. They said they didn't need a girl in the house because I was just gonna get married anyway, and they kicked me out right after I graduated high school. Makes perfect sense. At least if you had been pretty, you could have married into wealth and things would have been a little different. But you're fat, you eat a lot of food, and you're really just a nuisance. No wonder you got kicked out early. Did you realize that Mom and Dad were toxic? Toxic? It's normal, isn't it? In a way, I feel sorry for you. Don't get too carried away. Why aren't you calling me brother when you talk to me? I don't consider you my brother. I don't even want to think of you as an acquaintance. I don't want to consider you a sister either. But you're my sister, so come to the wedding. I have my own reputation to maintain. I'm not gonna waste my time on your publicity. I'll continue to work hard for a month, and then I'll be job hunting again. Unlike you, who lives off your parents, I'm busy. Your situation has nothing to do with me. Her sister is not allowed to disobey her older brother. If you don't come, I'll drag you there. You can bet on it. Don't think you can get everything your own way. Too bad. Everything goes my way, you know. It always has, and it always will. You'll be at my wedding, and you're gonna be a part of my winning life. You're gonna thank me for having a role in my life. I have no idea what that means, and I'm wasting my time. I'm going back to work. Well, good luck with that at best. It was you, wasn't it? What? You said something to the boss. What kind of a move did you make? What? How can I talk to the CEO of a major corporation? Can you please stop being so paranoid? Then why is my marriage breaking up? The boss is really mad at me. Oh, he's that mad? That's funny. There's no doubt you're involved. I asked him why, and he said to ask you. You're the one who said something to him. I told you I didn't say anything. Then, how did this happen? Explain it. Shut up. I'm busy with work. Huh? You said you submitted your resignation, right? Then why are you still working? Well, I did submit my resignation, but it didn't get accepted. My boss kept me from leaving. He said he didn't want me to leave, and he started crying. Don't lie to me. No one would bother to keep an idiot like you around. You're fat, you just take up space, you're worthless, and you should just disappear. I wasn't aware of it either, but it seems I was appreciated to a certain extent. I've been working here for 10 years since I graduated high school, and recently I've been given a bigger job. You know, you're not even close. I don't know how it went, but anyway, he tried to talk me out of it, but when I refused, the president of the company called me in. He asked me to stay with the company and said that I would get a promotion and a guaranteed future. The company must be in bad shape if they're offering you that much to say. What? No, they're doing pretty well. It's Acme Corporation. Huh? What? You work for Acme? Huh? Didn't I tell you? I was gonna leave because I didn't like the fact that you are coming. That's a lie, right? There's absolutely no way that you could work for a big company. It's true. If you want, why don't you contact the company? What did you talk to the president about? I didn't talk to him personally, okay? But maybe my manager said something. When he was trying to keep me from quitting, he persistently asked me why I was resigning. I showed him the text messages from the last time you and I talked. When I showed him, he was pretty taken aback. He asked me to give him some time. Then the president must have found out about it from your manager. What are you gonna do about it? I don't know. Explain to the boss that it's a misunderstanding. It's not a misunderstanding. You were planning to take over the company on your own and were threatening to fire me, weren't you? Did you tell him everything? I didn't. I told you I showed him the text messages. It's the same thing, isn't it? Come to think of it, my boss asked me if he could print it out. That means he took it to the president. I've solved a mystery. That's refreshing. Are you trying to get revenge on me? Revenge? That's just the beginning. Huh? What do you mean? Your company does business with us, right? What about it? Our contract ends this month. What? Why do you have that kind of authority? Did I tell you? I've got a promotion. I have the authority to select suppliers. Wait a minute! Stop it! If you cut me off, I'm in real trouble. I don't know how you met her, but you got the boss's daughter to subcontract the work to you. That's how you managed to avoid bankruptcy, right? You should have been happy with that. That's what happens when you get carried away. You're the one who's getting carried away. You're getting all worked up just because you got a little promotion. You can't run this company on your personal feelings alone. I'm gonna press charges. It's like the deal was made because of the president's daughter's personal feelings to begin with. I'm just gonna change it to a more profitable business partner for the company, okay? Even if I'm accused, it won't be do any damage though, will it? Oh, and by the way, his daughter has no more feelings for you. Sandy, I'm sorry for everything. I thought you finally shut up, and now suddenly what? That's creepy. Don't say that. I'm your only brother, right? No, we are strangers. You said so yourself. I'm not family. That was just to hide the embarrassment. My sister is the most important thing to me. The two of us have helped each other in many ways since we're little. You haven't forgotten the bond between a brother and a sister, have you? That's gross. I'm busy and it's really annoying. I see. You're working hard. You've always been a hard worker. Why don't you work hard yourself? If the company goes under, there's no way I can work hard. You know what I mean? You're breathing down my neck about bringing down my company, and here we are. Too bad. You're the one who's gonna be unemployed. Good luck with your job hunting. You're saying you're abandoning family? You said we weren't family. Even if I say that, in reality, we're a blood-related family. I'd like to replace all the blood in my body. Heh, you have a great sense of humor. That's my sister. I've never seen anyone laughing at text with heh. It's weird. Look, I'm sorry about everything. And I'm sorry for calling you fat. Fat, ugly, and stupid, right? I'm also sorry for calling you fat, ugly, and stupid. And I'm gonna make Mom and Dad apologize too. So please reconsider. Don't apologize. Don't ever show your face to me again. Hey, please. If the company goes under, I can't pay the loan. Loan? I thought it was on a winning stake, so I took the plunge and built a two-family house. So? If I can't pay the mortgage, I won't have a place to live. I sold our parents' house. You have that money. Did you use it as a down payment on a loan? I bought a Mercedes. You are just an idiot. You are irredeemable. Well, let me make you an offer. I don't have that kind of money. But you can get a loan, right? You are a manager at Acme Corporation. If you change the name of the house to your name, it won't be a problem. No, I don't need a house as a single person, especially a two-family house. That's fine. You can live with me and the Forks. What's in it for me? You'll be able to show honor to your parents, won't you? I don't have any duty to honor them. Those toxic people have caused me nothing but trouble. And you, of course. You're really wasting my time, so I'm going to block you. Oh no, please! You don't want your family to end up on the street, do you? You're not that heartless, are you? I know you're not such a heartless person. Sandy, you're such a kind person. I know. Why don't we live together again as a family? I'm sure Mom and Dad would love that. What's up? I can't get a read on this. You're just busy at work, right? You didn't really block me, did you? After that, my brother's company went bankrupt. His company went bankrupt and he was left with a lot of debt. My father also went bankrupt at the same time because he was my brother's guarantor. He lost all of his savings, even the little he had left. I was stuck with my parents and brother for a while. However, after this incident, the president of the company, who came to love me as if I were his daughter, seemed to have taken care of the situation, and now I don't even hear from them anymore. Rumor has it that the three of them are living in a shabby apartment day to day. Meanwhile, I was introduced to an honest man who is a relative of the president, and we started dating. My work and love life are going well, and I am living a happy life. By the way, since I lost weight when I was looking for a job, I have kept it off. Not a single thing that scumbag brother said was on target from the beginning, was it?
Let's cancel the wedding.
What?
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be trapped in a birdcage called marriage and wither away. I want to be free to flap my wings. I don't want to be tied down.
I'm not trying to tie you up.
That's a lie. At my bachelorette party, my coworkers scared me. They said marriage is stressful and I have to be ready for it.
It really depends.
You want to keep me in the cage, don't you?
No, I don't. You're free to do whatever you want. You know, I never told you to stay at home all the time before we got married.
I thought I saw it in your eyes.
I think that's just your imagination. You can keep working, and if you want to go out to learn new hobbies, you can too.
That's how you set a sweet trap and led me to the cage. Oh my god, I almost fell for it.
You've been talking as a bird all day. What's wrong with you? Are you feeling pre-wedding jitters? The wedding is tomorrow. I hope you feel better.
I'm not going to the wedding tomorrow.
What? We can't just cancel at the last minute.
Yes, we can. I mean, I already called the wedding venue.
Huh? Are you serious? What about the guests for the reception? What about all the preparation we've put in for a long time? It's all going to waste.
Even if there's a delicious looking burger in front of you, you wouldn't eat it if you had an upset stomach. Right? That's how I feel now.
I don't understand. Burger and marriage are too different. It's not just about us.
I'm glad I realized that before I went into the birdcage. I'm not the kind of girl who ends up in that tiny apartment.
We were going to move out when we got married, right?
I'm going to take my chances in the world.
The world?
I want to share my fashion with the world. I'm going to learn to design and paint for it.
You share your fashion?
Yeah, is it bad?
You should stop joking. You'll be there tomorrow, right?
I'm not joking.
I'd be in trouble if you weren't joking. I've never heard of last-minute cancellations.
You should see the videos on YouTube. There are tons of people like that.
No, those are fiction.
I heard that it's a true story. That's what reassured me. That I wasn't alone. That my friends would support me.
No, you shouldn't think it that way.
Thank you for everything you've done for me. Now I can't remember what I loved about you.
If you didn't love me anymore, you should have told me sooner. Canceling the day before, just crazy.
Just so you know, please pay $40,000 for the cancellation.
$40,000.
All you have to do is pay the money you had set aside. You have money, right?
Hey, are you serious? What did I do?
If I say you haven't done anything, you haven't. And if I say you have, you have. Anyway, I'm sick of you now. I'm not marrying you. I'm not even going to the wedding ceremony.
Can't you reconsider?
I'm sorry, I can't.
What's the matter with you? Please tell me it's just a prank.
Really, really, really true.
We have to call all the guests. I don't know if we can make it in one night.
We have to hurry.
Why are you being so optimistic?
It's the start of a new life. I'm excited.
Don't you feel guilty?
To who?
Oh, Lord. Okay, that's enough. You're going to call your own invited guests, right?
I've already contacted them.
What?
I can't bother my friends and relatives. I call them at the same time I call the wedding venue.
Really? What about me?
I don't know about that.
You're joking. Sheila, were you such a terrible person?
Am I? I thought for a moment that a stable, simple life would be nice. But I guess the birdcage was too cramped for a beautiful bird like me.
What's a beautiful bird?
If I were a bird that could fly, you'd be the chicken that can't.
Stop with the bird and the flying and all that. Are you really going to cancel? Are you sure? Is that what you want?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Alright, fine. Well then. The cancellation fee cost me a full $40,000. It was really tough.
You should be thankful I didn't cancel on the same day.
Are you kidding me? You should pay the $40,000 cancellation fee.
Why would I do that? LOL. Don't make me laugh.
We cancelled because of your fault. For now, I've covered the payment. You're the one who's supposed to pay for it. My parents were crying too. They were so mad, they couldn't handle it.
My parents were mad too, but we're adults. If you're always seeking your parents' approval, you won't be able to do anything in this one and only life.
Anyway, I'm asking you to pay the full cancellation fee.
I don't have that kind of money. I can't. Besides, I told you I would spread my wings in the world, didn't I?
It's not just a matter of you can't. I'm also going to ask for alimony.
Do whatever you want. I wonder if the lawyers are going to come after me overseas.
Yeah, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth.
You don't even know where I'm going.
I don't care where you go or how long it takes. I'll make sure you pay.
You're so desperate, LOL. I'm sorry you're going to have a hard time. LOL. Good luck.
You can only laugh for now.
If you can catch a flying bird, go ahead and catch it. It's a good thing I left a guy who makes a big deal about $40,000. I can't marry a poor man. LOL. I'll marry a rich man.
I got you.
What?
Overseas, huh? I just found you around here.
How?
I hired a PI and a lawyer. I knew where you were right away, but I let you go because I had some things to check.
You have spent all your money on cancellation fees, right? Do you have that kind of money to hire someone?
Well, you don't even know my assets.
Assets?
My parents put all my savings into a mutual fund when I was a kid. I used it to invest in stocks and forex. That's almost 10 million.
What? 10 million? Why didn't you tell me that before?
What would have happened if I told you?
Then we'd be married.
What? Do you mean you broke off the engagement over money?
Of course. She would have made fun of me for marrying an ordinary office worker.
That woman?
She was at my bachelorette party. Because she married an elite, she's trying to act all superior and show off. I couldn't tell her I was marrying an ordinary office worker.
Is that really the reason?
Yes, that's why I decided not to marry you and rushed to find someone with a high income on a dating app.
Unbelievable.
I met a guy on that day and decided to go out with him, so I had no choice but to cancel the wedding.
It sounds unbelievable. I can't believe I got pushed around like that. It wasn't just me, my parents, the people at the wedding, the guests. That's the kind of stuff you see on YouTube. I can't believe that this crazy woman is real and that she's right around the corner from me.
But you know what? I can't take it anymore. He's too hairy for me now. I miss your smooth chest.
What? I don't care about you anymore.
I know you couldn't forget me either. I can't believe you're looking for me so hard.
Of course I'm looking for you.
I betrayed you once, but I'm glad to hear from you. Sure, let's start over.
What are you talking about?
You spent all that money to find me and you wanted to meet me, right? I've accepted your feelings.
What?
The wedding turned out like that. So how about an overseas wedding for the two of us? If we do it in the US, I don't know what my relatives will say. Let's get married secretly, just the two of us.
What?
I can understand your surprise. The bird you thought had run away suddenly came back. Of course, anyone would be confused.
What are you talking about?
Do you know that birds have a homing instinct and return to their nests? So my nest was you, Kevin.
Did your friend the woodpecker peck you on the head?
What are you talking about? LOL.
I don't know what you're talking about. I already think of you as a bird.
Oh no, that was just a metaphor. It means I want to flap my wings like a bird.
No, you are just a bird. So what was that bird language you just said? I didn't understand what you were saying.
Oh my god, Kevin, you still love to joke around.
I'm being serious.
I'm serious too. Let's forget everything and start over.
I guess birds can't understand me. I'll say it so the bird can understand. You have to pay me money, chirp chirp. Understand?
Huh? Are you making fun of me?
I wonder if she understood. I mean, if I think about it, it's rude to treat a bird like that. I mean, some crows are pretty smart.
No, you've got to be kidding me. By money, do you mean the cancellation fee?
Plus the fee for breaking off the engagement.
Alimony for a broken engagement? I've never heard of that.
There's a lot of YouTube videos on it. Please watch it, chirp chirp.
Don't say something weird like alimony.
It's not weird at all. I'm seriously asking you to pay me. Oh, I forgot to put chirp on. Do you understand? Chirp.
Stop saying chirp already. But if you marry me, the engagement won't be broken, right? So don't give me alimony. Let's start over with me and have a happy new marriage.
I'm not marrying a bird. You're going to stay with a guy who looks like a gorilla.
How do you know he looks like a gorilla?
The PI took a picture. Why don't you buy him some bananas? He'll probably love it.
He's got money, but he doesn't match me.
By the way, do you know what he makes his money from?
Real estate.
Real estate. LOL.
What's so funny?
Are you okay? He looks like he's in a lot of trouble. Search for underworld, social and business. It's like he's got every job out there. He's not even supposed to be your friend.
Oh my god, you did all that investigation for me? That's so sweet of you to do that for me.
What?
If he's such a bad guy, he's even worse. Kevin, come and get me. Save me from being trapped in a bad man's bird cage.
I'm not going to. I'm wasting gas money.
Why not? You're terrible.
You're a bad woman too, so you're perfect for each other. Oh, by the way, what happened to that designer thing you were talking about? Was it a brand specializing in orange clothes?
That was more of an excuse. I don't have that kind of taste.
I know. I'll never forget you showing up on our first date wearing a yellow shirt, yellow sweater, yellow socks, and yellow shoes.
What? I can't wear yellow?
I bought you an outfit right away. I thought that was cute, but I should have known you had the brains of a bird.
Please, I really need to start over. I don't want to be with this bad person.
You know what? I think you should go to the hospital.
What? Why? I have no reason to go to the hospital.
Just to be sure, you should have your kidneys checked to see if you have 2 kidneys.
What?
This is not the time to get back together. From what I hear, they can do that in your sleep. Rumor has it, it doesn't even leave a scar.
Oh no. Come to think of it, when I woke up the other night, I was sleeping on the opposite side of the bed.
That's probably because in the middle of the night...
No way.
Do you feel tired easily?
Come to think of it, I feel kind of tired.
No doubt. Go to the hospital now.
What?
Maybe you're missing one.
No!
You woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you're tired, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, my kidney!
Sheila, you poor thing.
Oh no.
Anyway, after you go to the hospital, go back to your parents' house and hide. I'll send you an important letter telling you what to do.
Okay, thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Kevin, thank you so much for saving me from the evil birdcage.
Thank you too. I gently hold saying the words for being an idiot, LOL. Sheila went to the hospital and cried in panic, saying, hurry up and take an x-ray. Sheila still had 2 kidneys, but she was terrified that he's going to take them away at any moment. I sent a letter to my Sheila while she was hiding from the gorilla at her parents' place, wrapping a sash around her abdomen for protection. If she doesn't pay me, I'll tell the gorilla where she is. More than anything related to money, I sincerely hope she reflects on the inconvenience she caused to many people. I'm sure that Yellowbird is living quietly in her cage, scared of the outside enemy. I feel sorry for her because she can't fly freely now, LOL.
This weekend, we're going to bungee. You are going to join us, okay?
What? Sarah, what's going on all of a sudden? Bungee? Do you mean bungee jumping?
What else could it be?
I don't really like heights, so bungee jumping is too much for me.
I'm sure it's fun. They said on TV that it's something that you should try. The view from high up is beautiful. I like the thrilling appeal of it. I've heard that once you bungee jump, it will change your outlook on life.
So you've been wanting to go after watching the TV show again?
Yeah, just let's go. Why don't you just watch us? So please drive for us.
I drove you last week too.
Well, we didn't have a choice. My husband is so insistent that I shouldn't drive.
Oh yeah, last month you hit the gas and brake wrong and drove into a store.
That was one time. And he doesn't want me to drive the car now.
I don't doubt your husband's feelings. It's a good thing no one was hurt last month. It would have been so much worse if you had hit someone.
Whatever, so let's do it. I heard there's a campground nearby.
Camping? Well, that's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm sure the dogs would love it.
Right? Camping is fun, isn't it? I'm taking my dog too, so make sure you have all your camping gear ready.
What? Why? Why do I have to prepare everything? If we're going together, let's share the responsibility.
Because it's Michaela's car. The luggage is supposed to be in the car, right?
But the last time we went hiking, I prepared lunch too. I still haven't received the $30 for the ingredients and gas.
Because I'm a terrible cook. You always make tasty food. Besides, I told you that I will pay you the $30 next time.
Next time? When?
Next time is next time. Whatever, let's go camping. I've never been camping before, so I don't know what to prepare. So please help me out.
Well, it's my first time too, so I don't know.
Don't worry, you can find anything on the internet.
Well, why don't you look it up with me? Since we're both first-timers, shouldn't we share the responsibility?
I can't, I'm too busy, so please take care of it. Bungee jumping was fun.
I'm glad you had a good time. I had fun camping too.
Let's go again. Of course, you will be the driver again, LOL.
But first, please pay me the $200 for the camping trip, gas, and the hiking trip. Don't say next time. Pay it this week.
Why so expensive? Isn't it too much?
We rented tents, sleeping bags, etc.
You should have used blankets instead of sleeping bags. It would have been cheaper. You're the one who rented a sleeping bag.
So it's my fault. You said she really wanted to sleep in a sleeping bag, so I rented it.
Did I say that?
Anyway, please pay me properly.
I never said I wouldn't pay. Michaela, you're surprisingly greedy about money, aren't you?
Excuse me?
Well, I'll pay with my husband's bonus. Wait a minute.
You told me that the bonus is more than 4 months away, right? I hope you won't say that again and forget. Can you pay me this week before you forget? I can't do it this week. We don't have the money. I won't forget. It's fine. Everything will be fine. Anyway, I have a good news. Good news from you sounds scary. What are you talking about? You'd be surprised. You can go on an overseas trip for free. What, was it on a TV show again? No, it wasn't. It's not always about the TV show, LOL. You know, a friend of mine invited me to go on an overseas trip for free. Free? Is that some kind of a raffle at the store? Did you win a ticket or something? No, but it's free. My friend said I could invite my friends too. So I thought I'd invite you specially. What? Are you sure? What? What kind of a friend is it who's taking you on an overseas trip for free? We met online recently. My friend said all the travel expenses and hotels for free, and even the souvenirs. Online? Isn't that dangerous? What do you mean dangerous? I mean, there's no way that such a good deal is possible. There's definitely more to it than that. That's terrible. I went to the trouble of inviting you. I see. That's how you doubt my story. Michaela, you're always like that, aren't you? It's like you're the only one who's smart. Why do you think that way? It's okay. I'll go alone with the person who invited me on the trip. Later on, even if you say you want to go, I won't take you with me. That's fine. I'm not going. But did you talk to your husband about it? Why do I have to tell my husband every single time? It's none of your business too. Or what? Does my husband have anything to do with you? No, not like that. I have nothing to do with it, but I feel sorry for your husband every time you do something wrong. You should at least tell him before you do something wrong. What's with that tone? I haven't done anything wrong. The other day, we were all enjoying fireworks and you got carried away and burned the neighbor's lawn. Before that, you got drunk, rode an abandoned bicycle and got into trouble with the police. Each time your husband is apologizing all over the place. Because you don't apologize, your husband apologizes twice as much. All of that was just an accident. I often see that kind of accident. Anyway, I don't think it's such a good deal. Shut up! Michaela, you're like a mother-in-law. It's a chance for you to go abroad for free. Don't meddle. And please take care of my dog, Chobo, while I'm away. Jakarta is the best. It was so fun. Finally, I'm back. Wow, I'm glad. I was worried because I didn't hear anything from you during the trip. Because, you know, overseas cell phones are expensive. I couldn't get them to pay up to that fee. Well, you made it to your trip safely though, didn't you? I thought you might have been kidnapped on your trip. Michaela, you worry too much. See, I was safe and there was nothing happened. It's a waste of time to be so cautious, isn't it? You're probably wishing you'd gone with me. We had so much fun and the food was delicious. I'm glad to hear that. I brought souvenirs for you too. When can you pick up Chobi? I've been thinking about it, but I was wondering if you could take care of Chobi for me tonight too. What? I mean, I arrived at the airport this afternoon. If I go home now, it will be too late. After picking up the dog, I have to take him for a walk and then go home and do some housework. I don't like it. What do you mean you don't like it? Sarah, he's your dog, right? Please be responsible and come pick it up. What I'm trying to say is, I guess I still want to be immersed in the extraordinary. A dazzling night in Jakarta. The wildest and most comfortable beast I've ever experienced. What do you mean? Well, Jakarta was amazing at night too. But you are back home now. But the beast is still with me. Don't tell me it was a man who went on the trip with you? Who knows? Anyway, I'm so tired tonight. I'm staying near the airport. It's just an extension of a rough night. LOL. Please don't be so selfish. Come on, don't be so formal. Don't tell my husband. What? Why? Did someone take my suitcase? Huh? What are you talking about? Hey, they're opening my suitcase without my permission. That's terrible. Did you just say without permission? You're at the airport, right? Oh no, they took out all the chocolates I got as a souvenir. Souvenirs? Who gave it to you? A friend of his told me to take them home with me. I was going to give them to you as souvenirs. His friend? By him, do you mean... Did he by any chance pay for the trip? Yeah, so what? Hey, there's some kind of police guy coming this way. I don't know what to do. Maybe you've been tricked. There are scams out there that say they'll take you on an overseas trip for free, and then they make you bring back some shady baggage. There's nothing suspicious about it. All I took with me was a box of chocolates. So they say there are different things in those chocolates, like drugs or... It's a dangerous thing to be found. I heard that they disguise it in such a way that they can't easily recognize it. Well, a professional customs officer would know that, right? What are you talking about? No way that's true. If you bring in drugs from overseas without knowing anything about them, you'll be behind bars for 7 or 8 years. I think the fine is 3 million or less. It's just a guess though. Oh no, that's a lie. No way. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't know anything about it. Even so, it's a crime. You interpret everything in your favor and don't listen to others. Even if you think for a second that going abroad for free is a suspicious thing. I don't know what to do. It's like they're looking for the owner of the bag or something. Hey, what should I do? I don't know what to do too. Why don't you come forward? Help me. I only went on a vacation. I told you you shouldn't have gone. Please do something. Oh no, the cop's looking at me. No, I don't want to get caught. Do something.
Hi, Nadine. Why are you not here yet?
Hi, Lisa. What are you talking about?
This is why I can't stand my useless daughter-in-law. Skipping out on a promise with me.
I'm sorry, but I really don't remember any promises. What are you referring to?
I asked you to drive me to the movie theater to meet my friend. Remember? We've got just 5 minutes until the meeting time. And you're still not here. You're gonna make my friend wait too. What in the world are you thinking?
Oh, that thing. But sorry, as I mentioned yesterday, I could give birth any day now, so driving is difficult for me.
Oh God, don't be so spoiled. You can still drive a car even if you're pregnant. Stop with the excuses and just get here already.
I can't.
Jeez.
It's almost time for the baby to arrive, you know. Right now, my body and the baby in my belly are the most important things. And besides, my car isn't available during the day.
Oh my, what kind of daughter-in-law are you? Thinking you're more important than your husband's mother. And you're saying you don't care if my friend and I can't catch a movie.
I said the car isn't available during the day.
I've been looking forward to the movie with my favorite actor for ages. It's gonna start soon if we don't hurry.
Then use public transportation like a bus or take a taxi if you're in such a rush.
My legs are not in good shape, so it's hard for me to walk to the bus stop. Just come quickly.
No, I will not. I'm not at home anyway.
What? You are not gallivanting around, are you?
No, I'm at the obstetrician's for a checkup today.
You should put that aside. Your doctor's office is near the movie theater, right? If you leave now, you'll just about make it in time. Hurry up!
I took a bus here.
No way!
Maybe you've forgotten. I mentioned it before, but the car isn't available during the day. Arthur's car is in for maintenance right now, so he's been using mine for commuting.
Maintenance? Why didn't you say that sooner?
I've told you many times before, but you keep asking for the car. I thought you were just making unreasonable demands as usual.
Fine. You're such an incompetent daughter-in-law. If I had known, I would have just taken a taxi from the beginning. Are you okay, hon?
Arthur, aren't you busy at work?
It's lunch break now, so it's all good. Anyway, Mom sent me a ton of texts, like a flood of complaints. She complained that she was late for the movie because of you, and her friend was mad. Also, the taxi fare was so expensive that she had no money now. There are a bunch of other complaints too.
Oh, Dad. She completely forgot about the car being in for maintenance. She was really pushing me to drive her to the movie theater.
Geez, that's impossible.
I was already at the obstetricians, and I explained again why I couldn't physically drive. Sounded like she understood and decided to take a taxi herself since she was late.
I see. I'm really sorry she caused trouble. She's always been forceful. Living nearby is an issue too.
Oh well, it's not something new. I'll just let it slide.
But I'm starting to worry about you and the baby. It's a bit late now, but do you want to take a refugee at your parents' temporarily?
Why?
Being so harsh on a pregnant woman who's about to give birth. Honestly, my own mother scares me. And about her bullying, I regret not noticing it until recently.
No, it's not your fault. I didn't talk to you about it.
Knowing you didn't want to badmouth her to me, right? Still, the fact that I couldn't protect you is the truth. So, please let me keep you safe this time.
Oh, thanks, hon. But I've already decided where to give birth, you know. Transferring at this stage might be difficult, I think.
I think we might be able to manage that somehow.
Oh, yeah?
My colleague has a relative who's an obstetrician. He recently opened a clinic near your parents' place. Maybe we can ask for their help.
Really? Then let's do that, shall we?
Yeah, let's talk about the details when I get home tonight.
All right, got it.
Honey, I'm back. But you're not here. I just got home. Are you out shopping or something?
Arthur, please come help me.
What's going on? Where are you?
Your mom suddenly showed up just before you came back, and she dragged me to her house.
What the? But why?
She said it was punishment for not giving her a ride and ordered me to clean the house and go grocery shopping for her.
Seriously?
Oh, I didn't actually obey her orders. I just pretended to go along because I was scared of resisting and causing any harm to the baby.
I see.
So, when she hopped in the shower, I slipped away. But my stomach's feeling tight now, and I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Wait, so you're not at her place now, right? Where are you?
I'm sitting on a bench in front of a post office in our neighborhood. Can you come pick me up?
Got it. I'll be right there. God damn you, Nadine! Who do you think you are? You left without my permission the other day and didn't even contact me at all. You are not at the apartment. Where have you gone?
Good morning, Lisa.
I'm asking where you've gone.
I'm at my parents' place.
What? Wait, are you at my place?
No, I meant my own parents' home.
What on earth? Why have you gone there?
I've decided to stay here until I give birth.
What? Staying with your parents? I opposed that decision, didn't I? You married into this family, so your parents are practically strangers now. But you just don't listen, do you? Disobeying my orders and returning there is not acceptable.
It was Arthur's idea, you know.
Arthur?
Even if you oppose it,
it means nothing if my husband approves, right? Well, when you dragged me to your house the other day, my stomach started to tighten and it was very painful. He picked me up and rushed me to the hospital. Everything was fine though. When I felt better, I decided to stay with my parents. Despite my condition, Arthur took really good care of me and made sure I safely got here. Just running away for your own convenience. You're overly dramatic about everything. Overly dramatic? If something happened to our baby, would you take responsibility? I won't risk dangers accompanying your whims during such a crucial time right before my due date. Whose whims are you talking about? Don't be so spoiled about it. I don't think those are words coming from someone who has experienced childbirth. How dare you! Let me tell you, when I was pregnant with Arthur, I managed all the household chores by myself until the very end. These days, you young people rush to the hospital over every little thing. You're all so spoiled. Well, not every pregnancy fits into the same category. Some might have various risks to consider. I don't think everyone's being overly spoiled, you know. In any case, the transfer has already been completed and it's not feasible for me to return now. Listen carefully. I said I was against you going back to your parents. Whatever the reason, I won't allow you. I've told you Arthur suggested I return. I don't need your permission. Excuse me, but I need to rest now. Nadine? Divorce Arthur? What's this all of a sudden? I must say, I ended up with quite an absurd daughter-in-law. I was scolded by Arthur the other day. Seems like he's fallen completely under your spell or something. It's really troublesome. Spell? So, I seriously thought about it. I've decided to introduce him to a better girl. You should get divorced after giving birth. That's quite an extreme idea. No, it's the obvious choice. Protecting my son from a bad woman is a mother's duty. Well, why not? Okay. Really? Oh my, you're surprisingly compliant. But it's for the best. We'll have to proceed with the divorce discussion with Arthur now. Don't worry, he's already on board with it. We talked and decided together. Oh, I see. Well, finally you decided to obey me. It's ironic that it's regarding the divorce though. I'll have to find a good lawyer for him. As soon as I find one, I'll have him start the process, okay? Oh, by the way, I'll raise the grandchild. Contact me as soon as the baby is born. I'll come to pick up my grandchild and start the adoption process. Obviously, you won't be recognized as a mother. I'll make sure to state that in the document too. Listen, idiot, that's enough. You've been blabbering nonsense just because I don't stop you. Excuse me? Telling me to divorce and hand over my child? Who the heck do you think you are? Nadine? You can't even consider the feelings of Arthur, the son you gave birth enduring the pain because you're such a toxic parent. No wonder you feel nothing about bullying me, his wife. Why would I hand over a precious treasure to an extremely unreasonable knucklehead like you? Hold on, what's got into you? Oops, I apologize. I was just so taken aback by your outrageous remarks that I, slipped. Slipped? You just made some really terrible comments. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because of my hormones going wild. My emotions got the better of me. It's a relief we are not meeting face to face. How dare you act so defiant just because of divorce is decided? That was my true feelings, though. I don't want to talk or text with you anymore, so I'll hand over the baton to Arthur now. Wait, what? I'm not finished! Mom? Arthur, what's wrong with Nadine talking to me so rudely? She's going through a really crucial time right now. You need to back off. Hey, the divorce is happening, right? What in the crazy world are you talking about? But she told me so. We don't need that girl in our family. She's not suitable for you. So, get rid of her and come back to my place, okay? I'll find you a good lawyer. Snatch some alimony and grab custody of the baby. I haven't finished what I want to say, Mom. Oh, sure. Go ahead and tell me. We are not getting divorced. She just went along with you to avoid causing more headaches. Huh? But that's crazy. How is it crazy when we are about to have a baby? It's not unheard of, you know. Many people do it. By the way, we moved too. Why don't you come back home and live with me? I requested a transfer at work. It's far from your place, so moving back isn't an option. What's going on? Mom, do you know how to change a husband's surname to a wife's? Change a surname? It was a little complex with a court petition, a lot of paperwork, and a court hearing. Hold on a sec. Arthur, are you saying... This is the first time I'm telling you, but during my middle school years, there was a time I acted out after Dad and you divorced, right? It escalated, and I was about to get involved with some wrong people when Nadine snapped me out of it. She yelled at me saying, "Stop feeling sorry for yourself and start owning your life." Did she? You mean she bullied you? What a savage woman! Why focus on that point in this conversation? Because she yelled at you, my beloved son. I can't seem to get my point across at all. What do you mean? I thought you would cherish what I cherish and support me as I became a father. But I've been looking out for you, haven't I? Even now, I'm desperately trying to protect you from that overbearing wife, you know? I give up. I won't try to make you understand anymore. Huh? I've always appreciated everything you've done for me. But since I'm married, my first priority is to protect my wife and the unborn child. I can't stay close to someone who disrespects what I cherish the most. Arthur? Listen to me. Just come home for once anyway. I intend to take care of my grandchild without relying on Nadine and... I won't let you see our baby. What are you saying? I'll adopt a grandchild? Talking to you right now is getting nowhere. You probably don't understand why I chose to take her surname either. That's because she pressured you into it, right? She's such a ferocious woman yelling at a man. It's useless after all. Huh? Goodbye, Mom. Wait, what? Arthur? The next morning, Lisa stormed into my parents' place, yelling to give her back her son. But I was already admitted to the hospital due to the construction starting early in the morning. Of course, Arthur was on the way there for the birth. Both my parents happened to be out, so she was supposed to give up and leave. But guess what? she accidentally barged into the wrong house and went into her neighbor's place. She caused quite a ruckus and ended up with a hefty bill of $30,000 in property damages. Later on, Arthur's uncle, who's her older brother, took her back to their hometown in the countryside. She's now working tirelessly from morning till night to pay off the $30,000 debt she owes him for covering her expenses. She's got no proper work experience, and with that kind of personality, she's constantly being scolded by her boss and disliked by her colleagues. She's living a tough life.
Aunt Anita, are you free right now?
Melissa, you're as abrupt as ever. I'm not exactly free, but what's up?
I've got something I want to talk to you about.
What's it about? I'm busy, so get to the point.
Geez, don't be so catty. You're the only one I can rely on, you know.
What is it this time? You have parents, don't you? Seriously, rely on them for a change.
Oh, come on, don't say that. I'm like your daughter anyway, right?
You're strictly my niece, nothing more.
All right then, hear out your cute niece's request, please.
What's the request?
So, I'm thinking of studying abroad. I need money for that.
What? Studying abroad? Where?
I haven't decided yet. Well, it could be Spain, but a lot of kids go there. It's boring to do the same as everyone else, you know. So, maybe France, Germany, even Japan.
Seriously? You don't even know where you want to go? Aren't you a high school senior preparing for university? Isn't planning to study abroad now a bit reckless?
Nah, it'll be fine. I'm already deciding which outfits to take. I'm prepared.
That doesn't mean you're prepared at all. Besides, what do you want to achieve by studying abroad? If you don't have a clear goal, it's totally pointless, you know.
You're so rude. I've got plenty of goals. I want to try different cuisines from various countries, make friends with foreigners. And hey, wouldn't it be cool to have a foreign boyfriend? Most of all, living abroad sounds stylish, you know.
It's not about that, though. But do you want to study so badly that you need to go abroad for it?
A foreign language or something like that. You know, they say if you want to master a foreign language quickly, living in a country where it's spoken is the fastest way to do it.
You can study Spanish, French, and all the others here. There are language schools for that. And in the internet age, you can learn so much, right? You don't have to pay money to go abroad for that, do you?
Please, Aunt Anita, you don't get it. There's meaning in going to the actual place. If I make a lot of local friends, learning will be quicker, you know.
So, in the end, you just want to travel and study foreign languages, huh?
No, if I go, I'll find other stuff I want to do. Can you please help me with the study abroad funds?
You ask so easily. But do you have any idea how much it costs to send one kid abroad? And why should I fork out that kind of unnecessary money for someone who isn't even my own child? If you're serious about it, then work and earn your own money. And before consulting me, shouldn't you talk to your own parents first?
I don't want to. Dad would totally flip out if I told him. Mom would say no money, so it's a no-go there too. I can only rely on you. Please, I'll pay you back as soon as I make it big.
Listen, Even if you do go, what about where you live? What about your living expenses? You don't have any local contacts in case of an emergency, right? Safety might not be like here either. With such unclear reasons for it, you'll likely fall behind. I can't throw away that much money on that. Why do you always talk about the negatives? It'll be fine. I got this. I don't want to invest in baseless. It'll be fine. If your goal is just to travel and learn some language, why not wait till you earn money and then go on a trip? That's not it. It's pointless to travel when I'm an adult. Anyone can do that. It's cool for a high schooler to study abroad. God, Antonita, you're an idiot. I'm an idiot? Since you will never get married, you should be nice to me. Huh? If you don't give me money, I won't take care of you in the future. I'll be just fine without your help, you know. I don't want to rely on you anyway. Liar! Mom says otherwise. You're single and won't have kids, so I'm the only one you can rely on when you get old. She says you listen to everything I say. Wow, does she really say that? I see, so that's how it is. This is seriously ridiculous. I'm done dealing with your family now. What? But I need the funds to study abroad. None of my business. Figure it out yourself. Don't come to me anymore. Wait, Antonita! I'm desperate! I'm figuring things out, so please listen to me! Don't bother me with calls. Bye!
Kira, tomorrow's finally your wedding! Congratulations! I can't believe you and Kenny are finally tying the knots. I'm feeling emotional already, you know? Hey, Hillary, thanks a bunch. Am I being ahead of myself here? Maybe I should have saved it for tomorrow. Not at all. You and the in-laws have been so accepting and caring. I'm really grateful for treating me like your own family. Even our dog Fluffy has taken a liking to you. Remember when he jumped all over you and didn't leave you alone during your first visit? That was crazy. Totally. And you, thank you so much. You've been there right from the start until now, despite being in the middle of a job hunt. Oh, come on. I'm already done with it anyway. Oh, you got an offer? Congrats. Thanks. I got it just yesterday. Guess we have to celebrate for you too then. It's fine, really. Seriously, you've helped us so much with the wedding. Especially getting that amazing poolside garden inside a 5-star hotel for the reception. It's incredible, all thanks to your connection. Just doing my duty as an older sister. Our parents are remarried, so Kenny and I are step-siblings, you know? But since he became my stepbrother, I've always wanted to do anything for him. The same goes for you, Kira. I want us to be like real sisters. That's so sweet. It's really reassuring to have you around. But that's not all, you know? What do you mean? I actually planned a surprise for you guys tomorrow. I hope you'll like it. I'll reveal more during the reception, so look forward to it. A surprise? I'm so excited. I promise you won't be disappointed. Guess you've got a lot to do for tomorrow. I'll let you go now. See you.
Hey, Hillary, what the heck were you thinking? Pushing Kira into the pool during the reception?
That's not true, Kenny. I didn't do it intentionally, you know. It was just an accident.
From where I was standing, it sure looked like you deliberately pushed her. You were the only one close to her at that moment.
Does she think the same too?
She's still unconscious. You know she twisted her ankle when she fell and drowned. She swallowed a lot of water. The doctor says she'll be okay though. But man, having the ambulance show up in the middle of the reception was a complete disaster. She was so looking forward to the wedding, and it meant a lot to me too. All ruined because of you, god darn it.
I swear I didn't mean any harm. You gotta believe me. She's my sister-in-law, for crying out loud. I would never intentionally harm my family. You and I aren't blood-related either, but we've been like real siblings, haven't we? I want the same relationship with her.
Right. I guess I was wrong. Sorry for doubting you.
No worries. I'm glad you believe me. I hope she wakes up soon.
Yeah, me too.
I want to visit her soon, but Mom, Dad, and everyone else are still upset. I'll make sure they're settled first.
Thanks. Everyone needs a reliable sister like you.
I'd do anything for you. Don't hesitate to lean on me.
You're the best. I'll get in touch again once Kira wakes up. Hi, Hillary. I'm sorry for causing trouble at the reception. I heard you looked after my family.
Oh, you came around already? I thought I got you pretty good.
Excuse me?
It would have been better if you just gone to the other side.
Hillary, are you okay?
Why do you ask?
Telling someone to go to the other side. You're not seriously thinking that, right?
I'm dead serious.
What?
Pushing you into the pool and messing up that crappy reception felt so good. I wish I could have finished you off. That's the only regret.
Pushing me? You were the one who pushed me into the pool? I did feel a force on my back, but I had no idea who it was. Even when I asked Kenny, he said he didn't see anything.
Oh, great!
Huh?
See, he's got my back after all. He trusts me more than he trusts you. Pushing you was the right call. You're not fit to be his wife after all.
Wait, what's gotten into you suddenly? You said you were happy about our marriage. You even mentioned wanting to be like real sisters. Remember?
I was just playing along, of course. When we first met, everyone was around, so I had to pretend to be happy for you guys, you know, for the show. I wouldn't just hand Kenny over to someone who appeared out of nowhere. Never!
Out of nowhere? We've been together for 7 years, since our freshman year of college.
I've been in love with him for 26 years, since I was 4.
Even if you deeply care about your brother, this is way over the top.
Not as my brother. I've decided to marry him since I was 4. We aren't blood-related siblings. So when I found out we could get married, I was over the moon. When I first met him, I felt a strong sense of destiny. He's my fate, my future husband. I felt it in my gut.
Do you really think a 4-year-old can feel all that?
Shut up! You came butting in and overshadowing me. So I came up with an amazing scheme to finish you off in the pool at a beautiful hotel. But you're as resilient as a cockroach and ruined everything.
I'm glad to be resilient. I can't stand the thought of being sent off for such a ludicrous reason. I understand that you resent me, but guess what? I'm his wife. The wedding might have been disrupted, but we've already submitted our marriage license.
So what's your point? You can get divorced, you know. I'm not giving him up to you. You're lucky it just ended with a fall in the pool this time. You won't be so lucky next time. Until you kick the buckets or divorce him, I won't hesitate to do what I need to.
If that's what you're up for, bring it on. I'll take appropriate measures too. Of course, I'll let Kenny know about this.
Do whatever you want. He's on my side. He's my sweet future husband who stands up for me. Whatever you say won't diminish the 26 years of bond. Hey, what have you done?
What are you talking about?
Don't pretend. I just got a rejection notice from the company where I had the job offer. You must have done something.
I think you're overthinking.
No way. With what happened, it's suspicious how conveniently the offer got rescinded.
I'm telling you, you're misunderstanding something. First of all, you never received an offer.
Yeah, right. What are you talking about?
Once an offer is made, there needs to be a valid reason to rescind it. But since you haven't received an offer yet, I had them just process it as a regular rejection.
They were about to send out the letter in a day. It was seriously close. Haha.
How do you know all that?
Do you even know who I am?
Huh? You're Kira. You're the despicable woman who married my brother.
Anything else?
What else?
Ugh, you don't know? I'm astounded. You don't even know about the CEO whose company you wanted to work for?
Huh? The CEO? What? You?
I was surprised too. I've been busy preparing for the wedding, so I left the business to do COO for a while. I had no clue you interviewed for a job at my company.
That's got to be a lie.
I did mention it when we first met. Weren't you listening?
Well, yeah, I just thought you were bluffing. A clueless woman like you is the CEO? Impossible.
Clueless? That's rude, you know. Well, I'm a bit ashamed of myself at how close I got to leaving this life because of you. But thanks to your bold move, my HR staff noticed you and your hiring got stopped.
No way!
You know, a lot of my employees were at the wedding. I couldn't believe that with so many guests there, no one saw you pushing me. I asked around a bit and got a bunch of people who witnessed it. There are plenty who saw you in action right at that moment. When I checked, I found a crucial shot among the others the photographer captured.
Ha, whatever. There are plenty of job opportunities out there in this world. I decline to work for your company anyway. I've got Kenny. No matter what you or anyone else says, he'll always have my back.
I don't think so, Hillary.
Huh? Kenny?
He wanted to chat with you directly after I showed him our conversation, so I added him here.
I heard everything after Kira woke up. It was you who pushed her after all. I was a fool to trust you, even for a moment.
Kenny, why? How could you believe this woman over me? We've built a bond as siblings for 26 years, but you choose her over me?
Sorry, but I can't trust you anymore. I'm furious and honestly disgusted.
Disgusted? What do you mean? I'm beautiful, ain't I? I've always been there for you and watched over you. I'm your big sister, for God's sake.
That's the thing.
You said you trusted me.
As a family, I trusted you. We're not blood related, but I relied on you like a real sister. You were always caring to me and our parents. I thought you were a good person. I never thought you were the kind of person who would push Kira into a pool or threaten her.
But what else could I do? You picked that woman over me. I thought maybe if I got rid of her, you'd choose me.
That doesn't make any sense. Even if she were gone, I don't even want to think about it. But even then, I wouldn't choose you.
How come? Don't you see how much I love you?
That creeps me out, you know. I was only 1 when you were 4. Thinking you looked at me like that since I was a baby gives me chills. Seriously.
I showed him all the messages you sent me before. He got goosebumps for real. It was pretty sad.
That can't be true. I can't believe you're not accepting my love. I get it. You're being threatened by her, right?
Huh?
What?
Kenny, you can be honest, you know. It's okay to say I'm the one you truly love. You want to divorce that shallow fling from college and be with me, who's been with you for 26 years, right?
Got it.
Yes!
I want nothing to do with you anymore.
What?
You've got a lot to say about the love of my life. Listen, she started a business and has been more successful since college. She wanted to prioritize work over marriage, but I begged her to reconsider. I promised her I'd never make her regret it and to make her happy. She finally agreed after I pleaded and persuaded her.
Wow.
I'm glad I married him. He treats me so well and I'm really happy.
You've got to be kidding me. I thought she was the one who seduced you.
You tried to send the woman I adored to the other side. You pretended to be happy and celebrate our marriage, but laughed behind the scenes, right? I should have declined the poolside wedding when you suggested it. I can never forgive you for what you did to her.
Don't say that, Kenny. We're siblings bonded by strong ties, right? We've always had each other's backs.
You're not my sister anymore. Get lost. Stay out of our lives from now on.
No, please.
Have you guys had enough chat between the siblings? I think the police should be arriving at your place soon.
What? The police? For what?
Well, you're a suspect for attempted murder. I mean, I did mention there's photographic evidence of you pushing me into the pool, right?
Jeez, going to the police is overreacting. I apologize, so please reconsider.
I already reported you, so...
Kenny! Convince her!
It was actually me who suggested going to the police. I felt I had to be firm about this, especially since you're my family.
This is too much.
I've already told Mom and Dad about this. They said if you're guilty, they want you to reflect on it and take responsibility.
Hillary tried to evade the arrest and fled from her home before the police arrived. But the family dog, Fluffy, tracked her scent and they found her. She was taken away in the back of a patrol car. Ha ha ha. Regarding the incident of being pushed into the pool, it was eventually settled out of court, so she didn't end up in prison. After being rejected by my company, she struggled to find a job. She tried asking her parents and relatives for help, but they all turned her down. Ha ha ha. In the end, she's juggling multiple part-time jobs to cover my hospital bill, the cleaning expenses for my wedding dress, and the compensation I claimed. As for me, my professional and private lives are going amazingly, and I'm enjoying life every day. Before marriage, I prioritized work and thought I didn't want kids. Lately, influenced by Kenny's love, I'm thinking maybe expanding the family wouldn't be a bad idea.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.